If you genuinely consider negotiating with wildlife before stepping into a packed concert, relax. That's not dysfunction, that's discernment. When the group chat lights up, new place downtown, insane crowd, you coming? Most people feel excitement. You feel your battery percentage drop in real time. Not because you hate fun, not because you hate people, but because your brain instantly ran a cost-benefit analysis and decided the vibe comes with hidden fees, and you're not willing to pay them. Let's talk about why. First, your brain doesn't filter, it magnifies. Most people walk into a crowded room and their nervous system quietly deletes background noise. The off-key laugh? Ignored. The flashing light? Tuned out. The overlapping conversations? Blurred into a single hum. Your brain? It opens 37 tabs. You're tracking tone shifts, micro-expressions, the way someone's smile doesn't quite reach their eyes, the rhythm of the music, the tension between two strangers standing too close together. Psychologists call this sensory processing sensitivity. Translation, your nervous system notices what others miss. About 15 to 20% of people operate like this. You're not rare, but you are outnumbered. And in modern environments designed for stimulation overload, that wiring can feel like a liability. It's not. It's high-resolution perception. Your mind doesn't skim life, it scans it. And scanning takes energy. Second, you don't hate people, you hate performance. Crowds require social choreography. Smile at the right time, laugh on cue, nod while someone talks over music, pretend you're energized, pretend you're listening, pretend you're not calculating how long until you can leave. You can see the act, the "I'm having the best night ever" face that slips for half a second, the networking energy that feels transactional, the conversations that orbit but never land. You don't reject people, you reject inauthenticity. Studies on perceptual sensitivity and emotional intelligence show that people who prefer solitude often score higher in emotional awareness. You read subtext automatically. You detect mood shifts without trying. That means small talk isn't neutral for you. It's labor. You'd rather have one honest, unfiltered conversation at midnight than 30 polished exchanges in a noisy room. That's not antisocial. That's selective. Third, your reward system runs differently. Here's something most people don't realize. Not all brains chase stimulation the same way. Extroverted nervous systems light up with dopamine in high-energy environments. Social novelty feels like fuel. Your system doesn't spike the same way. Instead, it leans more toward neurotransmitters associated with focus, depth, and internal engagement, like acetylcholine. You feel most alive when you're thinking, creating, analyzing, exploring ideas. Alone doesn't mean empty. Alone means uninterrupted processing power. Neuroscience research suggests that more introverted individuals often show increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the region tied to reflection, planning, and complex thought. So while someone else is energized by the crowd, you're energized by clarity. One feels like fireworks, the other feels like precision. Fourth, you absorb emotional static. Ever walked into a room and instantly sensed tension, even when everyone's smiling? That's your mirror neuron system doing what it does best. You don't just see emotions, you mirror them. In a crowd, that means you're not only regulating your own internal state, you're subconsciously syncing with dozens of others. Stress, excitement, anxiety, social pressure. It's like being connected to emotional Wi-Fi you never logged into. 2 hours later, you're drained, not because you did something wrong, but because your nervous system processed more than it was built to carry for that long. Recovery isn't avoidance, it's recalibration. And here's the upside. This same trait makes you incredibly perceptive. People feel understood around you. You catch what's unsaid. You anticipate needs before they're voiced. That's not fragility. That's depth. Fifth, you're not running from life, you're protecting bandwidth. Modern culture worships noise.
Busy equals important, loud equals fun, constant connection equals success. But you figured out something most people take years to admit. Stimulation isn't the same as fulfillment. You don't avoid crowds because you're afraid. You avoid them because you know your energy is finite, and you'd rather spend it where it actually matters, in thought, in meaning, in real connection. Silence doesn't scare you. Surface-level interaction does. And that's not a flaw in your personality, it's an alignment with your design. So when someone says, "Why don't you go out more?" what they're really asking is, "Why don't you override your nervous system to match mine?" You don't. You're not broken. You're not boring. You're not antisocial. You're built for depth in a world addicted to noise. And the truth is, that's not something to fix. That's something to own. Now tell me, are you team crowds fuel me or team I'll be home by 9? Let's find our people. If you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you know who might find it interesting as well. We'll see you in the next video.